Okay, so today I'm going to install a VirtualBox, specifically the Oracle VM. I've used it before, it's been a little while, so I'm going to go ahead and install this on my Windows operating system. The reason I'm doing this is so that if I have to record videos with Ubuntu or Linux Mint, or if I end up doing a different Linux distro or Red Hat or any of the other ones, then I can easily just add it to the virtual box and run it and do everything I want to do on it. The only thing you want to make sure of is that you have enough hardware space because, well, most of those have pretty small operating systems. It does sequester. You can set up how much of the hard drive you want to set aside to work on it. So if you're going to work on it a lot, you might want to give yourself more hardware space. Anyways, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead into oracle.com. And I'll put these, I'll have to figure out a way to put them up for you guys because YouTube is still kind of messing up the links. I don't know why they do that. So I might have like a separate link to like a Google Doc or something with all the downloads in it. Let's see. So the first thing is the Oracle virtual machine. I'm running Windows 64-bit. As you can see, they have it on basically almost every standard, I'd say, releases of Linux and Mac and Windows that are run pretty often. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the Windows installer. Okay, we're going to go to downloads. We're going to go ahead and double click, say yes. And then we're going to go ahead and go through the setup. Alright, let's see. USB support, we definitely want that so that if we need to network any embedded boards or anything straight to our virtual machine, we can actually see the USB. So that's important. Networking for updates. I'm going to go ahead and leave some of the network. I'm just going to go ahead and leave all the defaults. Going to go ahead and use the default path. Looks good for me. And yeah, install. Go ahead and install. It does say that for Python, it looks like it's going to need a little more work to get Python working, but we'll do that in another tutorial video when I get to Python again. Yeah, so you just go ahead and let it run. Alright, after it runs, go ahead and hit finish, and it'll bring this page up. Alright, so let's do this. The next thing we're going to have to do is, there we go, download an ISO image. So download the operating system that you want to put on your virtual machine. I'm going to go with Ubuntu here. It's pretty standard. So then I went ahead and did the LTS version. You can do the full version if you want. This will basically do everything I needed to do, so I was totally fine with that. Go ahead and click the download button, and then it'll go ahead and start downloading. There it goes. And then, yeah, so just go ahead and let that finish downloading, and then we'll go back to this screen and get ready for I don't know why it's not showing that, but anyways, if I wanted to put it on my desktop and give the folder name ubuntu PC or something, then it will install this operating system to this folder location. And then you grab your ISO image. I'm going to flip this over here for a second. So you're just going to navigate to your downloads folder. Here. Alright. So your PC, your downloads folder. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Ubuntu. If you notice, it is looking for an ISO image. That's pretty standard. Format for operating system, disk image. It's what they use so that you have to actually burn it into a USB or disk before running. Anyways, so I'm gonna add that. Ubuntu, this OS type can be installed. Okay, I'm gonna switch the folder location. I'm gonna give it a name. Alright, so the next thing it wants you to create a username. So create a username, create a password. I'm gonna go ahead and do that over here. So the next part is how much the machine do you want it to use when you're running it. They're gonna have default. I don't want EFI. They're gonna have some default. Let's go ahead and give it. Let's go for that. The 8. Probably use 4 processors. It doesn't use very much for Ubuntu. This is just the RAM. So this is not the hard drive memory space. This is how much RAM is it going to allocate to run it when you're running it. You probably could go lower, but I'm just going to give it 8 for processors. So now this is the virtual disk. So this is the part where you want to give it just enough space you can work on it and do stuff with it and not run out, but you also don't want it to waste space on your drive. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. You can use an existing hard disk. I'm gonna create a virtual hard disk of 25. Sounds good to me. Right, and then we're gonna go ahead and install these. So right now, it's installing. There we go. This is why people like virtual machines. I don't like running in full screen because I mean, they might have fixed it, but I remember when I used to do full screen, it would actually like bug out and give me problems. So the most I'll probably do is like whoop, so I can still access all the window content around it. So let's worry about going full screen. Well, right now it's still just installing. It's restarting. Boom. Alright. I'm not gonna connect any of that. I'm not gonna worry about. I don't know if they're selling Pro now. It used to be they had like a steady version and a light version, and the steady version has better security and everything set up on it. I'm not gonna worry about that. I do not like to send my information. Allow because your location. No, thank you. Ooh, this is nice. This is all new. Ooh, I can add some of these things. I like Vim. I'm trying to learn Visual Studio Code. I should probably install Visual Studio Code. Oh, these are the already installed. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh wow, OBS is becoming pretty standard practice there. So these ones are the already installed for you. So you can just hit done. And then you can go into your apps right here, Ubuntu software. This is where you can find a lot of them. This is not the only way to install things. This is just their nice GUI interface to install things. And let me tell you, it's being supported a lot more. It's pretty cool. I think they even have Steam on Ubuntu now and stuff. So looks like it's gonna need some updates. Firefox no, on core. So I'm gonna go ahead and update all this stuff. Alright. And yeah, there you go. There is Ubuntu running on a virtual machine, and yeah, until the next tutorial.